top is still on by a little bit. Thought I got it. Wrong. Sadly mistaken. Okay, we've got the shock and spring out. The best way to tell if a shock is good or bad is if you push it in and it comes back up. It's coming up really slow. This one's dying. There it goes. That's how you can tell if a shock is good or bad. If you push it down and it stays down, it's bad. But they also suggest that you replace your shock every 50,000 miles. That's manufacturer specification. Being that we're in here changing the springs out, we're just going to do the whole thing because it comes with the kit, put brand new shocks on it, and it saves you a lot of trouble down the road. When you're going down the road, you see these cars and they're bouncing like this, and they're just cruising when they hit a bump. They bounce 20 minutes later. It's because the shocks are bad or the springs are bad. They're not dampening the road like they're supposed to. That's why it's happening. A lot of people don't know that. The other thing is, too, is behind this cover is the shock shaft. There's seals in there. If this body is wet, it's oil. That means that the seal in here is leaking, and this shock is no longer any good because it's not maintaining the pressure that it's supposed to have in order to work properly. So we're going to replace these just as a safety precaution, and we're moving forward. Most of the time when your car's dragging the rear bumper, your bag is going to look like this. It's going to be compressed. And we're going to go, hey, did you know your bag has a malfunction? And you're going to go, well, I looked at it, but I don't see any tears. I don't see any holes. You're not. Because most of the time when the bag is rolled under like this one is, it's hiding these. All these little stretches and tears and cuts, that's all the stuff that's going to let your air out. And the reason why that happens, the rubber is dry rotted. So it just tears over wear and tear. It's stress. And it's not pretty. So it doesn't work. So, you're going to go back to your nice fashionable red springs. These springs were tailor-made to strutmasters.com specifications. So you're sitting there going, I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. I'll just go get a set of springs from a Cougar. This is the spring from a Cougar. The problem is your diameter, for one thing. Your spring diameter is bigger. You run into other problems. It could hit your exhaust. It may not mount properly. It's going to bring you other issues along the road that you may not want. This spring, we sat down and they made measurements. They took specific measurements, went to a spring company and said, this is what we need. This is what we need the spring to do. This clears everything under your car. That's why it's important to use the right tools for the right job and the right equipment. Okay, I've got some information for you that's important. See right here where it says Strutmaster SMP SP12? This needs to be on the top of the spring, not on the bottom, on the top. And the writing needs to be facing the rear of the car. The reason for that is that's what locates the spring properly in the perch. If you have it where the writing is forward, one side of the car is going to be sitting higher than the other. So just remember that. That's important. We're going to put the spring in first, then the shock. All right. That's all in. My letters are to the rear. Now it's time for the shock.